Africa is located on a great hill of unbelievable, stunning, and incredulous discoveries that still amaze scientists to this day.
Africa is a continent of mystery, wonder, and incredible discoveries that continue to amaze scientists around the world. From ancient human fossils to vast geological phenomena, Africa has been a treasure trove of knowledge that reshapes our understanding of history, evolution, and the natural world. Over centuries, researchers, explorers, and archaeologists have unearthed secrets hidden beneath the surface of this remarkable land. In this article, we explore some of the most shocking discoveries that have left scientists stunned and changed the way we think about life on Earth. Each finding tells a story of human evolution, nature's wonders, and phenomena that are almost too strange to believe. In 2013, a team of explorers made an astonishing discovery deep inside the Rising Star cave system in South Africa. They found a group of human-like skeletons belonging to a species previously unknown to science, now called homonality. What made this discovery so fascinating was not just the skeletons themselves, but the unusual combination of physical traits they displayed. Homonality had a small brain, roughly one-third the size of a modern human brain, but its hands and feet suggested that it could manipulate objects skillfully. This combination of primitive and advanced traits has forced scientists to rethink the timeline of human evolution. The discovery was challenging because the cave passages were narrow and filled with jagged rocks, making it almost impossible for adults to enter. To overcome this, small explorers were recruited to navigate the tight spaces and recover the bones. The findings indicate that homonality may have intentionally placed their dead in the cave, hinting at social behaviors previously thought to be unique to Homo sapiens. Radiometric dating places the species at around 236,000 to 335,000 years old, meaning it lived alongside early humans. The mystery of how these individuals ended up in the cave continues to puzzle scientists, sparking debates about early human intelligence and cultural practices. That on the coast of the Red Sea in Egypt lies a natural wonder called the Blue Hole. It is a deep underwater sinkhole that has fascinated divers for generations. With a depth of over 100 meters, surrounded by sheer cliffs, the Blue Hole is both breathtaking and deadly. While it offers a unique environment full of vibrant coral reefs and colorful fish, it has also claimed the lives of many divers over the years. One tragic case is that of Yuri Lipsky, a Russian-Israeli diving instructor who died exploring the Blue Hole. In 2000, the dangers of Blue Hole come from its extreme depth. Divers face a condition called nitrogen narcosis, which can cause confusion, hallucinations, and poor decision-making. Despite this, thrill-seekers from around the world continue to explore the site, drawn by its beauty and mystery. The Blue Hole represents both the allure and danger of natural phenomena in Africa, showing how human curiosity can sometimes push the limits of survival. Scientists study the site to understand its geology, marine life, and the factors that make deep underwater environments both fascinating and dangerous. In the Namib Desert, there's a haunting place called Deadvlei, where ancient trees stand blackened and lifeless against a backdrop of white clay and towering sand dunes. These trees are over 900 years old, preserved by the desert's dry climate, which prevents them from decomposing. Deadvlei was once a thriving oasis, filled with water, vegetation, and wildlife. As the climate changed and the desert expanded, the water sources dried up, leaving behind a stark, surreal landscape that looks almost otherworldly. The twisted branches of these trees, reaching toward the sky, create dramatic silhouettes that have attracted photographers, filmmakers, and tourists from around the globe. The site illustrates the harsh realities of desertification and climate change over centuries. It also reminds us of Africa's ability to preserve natural history in unexpected ways. Scientists study this area to understand the effects of climate on ecosystems and how species adapt or fail to adapt to changing environments. Deadvlei remains one of Africa's most haunting and visually stunning natural wonders, a reminder of the continent's timeless beauty and fragility. East Africa's Afar region in Ethiopia is home to one of the most extraordinary geological phenomena on Earth, the slow splitting of the African continent. This area sits at the junction of three tectonic plates, and over millions of years, the land has been gradually pulling apart. The result is the East African Rift, a deep valley marked by volcanoes, geysers, and fissures in the Earth's crust. Scientists predict that millions of years from now, this process could split Africa into two separate continents and create a new ocean region. The Afar Rift is a natural laboratory for understanding how continents form and change over time. It shows the dynamic forces of plate tectonics in real time. Scientists also explore the region to study volcanic activity, geothermal energy, and the evolution of early humans, as the area has produced some of the oldest hominin fossils. The splitting of Africa is a reminder of the Earth's constant motion and how landscapes evolve over millions of years. Zimbabwe has yielded some of Africa's oldest dinosaur fossils, including the discovery of Ambrosaurus rothii, unearthed during expeditions in 2017 and 2019. These fossils date back over 230 million years to the Jurassic period. Ambrosaurus rothii was a small, herbivorous dinosaur, about 6 feet long and weighing roughly 60 pounds. Its long neck allowed it to reach vegetation that other herbivores could not. This discovery is crucial for understanding Africa's prehistoric past. Fossils like these provide insight into the diversity of dinosaurs that once roamed the continent and help scientists piece together the evolutionary history of species. Zimbabwe's fossil sites continue to attract paleontologists, as the region promises further discoveries about ancient life and ecosystems. Each fossil tells a story about survival, adaptation, and the rich prehistoric biodiversity that once thrived in Africa, in the heart of Mauritania. Africa hides one of the most mysterious geological formations on Earth, the Rickhat structure, also called the Eye of the Sahara. This massive circular formation measures roughly 50 kilometers in diameter, making it visible even from space. Its concentric rings of rock form a pattern resembling a giant bullseye, sparking fascination and speculation for decades. Scientists believe the formation was created through erosion of ancient sedimentary rocks, including sandstone and limestone, revealing the layers in a circular pattern. What makes the Eye of the Sahara especially intriguing are the alternative theories surrounding its origin. Some believe it could be connected to the legendary lost city of Atlantis, described by the Greek philosopher Plato. Although no concrete evidence supports this theory, the structure's perfect symmetry and unusual features fuel speculation about an ancient, advanced civilization that once existed here. Others suggest the circular formation may have been man-made or influenced by meteor impacts. Regardless of its true origin, the Rickhat structure is a stunning testament to Africa's geological power and continues to capture the imagination of scientists and explorers worldwide. Its sheer scale, mystery, and beauty make it one of Africa's most mind-boggling natural wonders. In 1990, Italian geologist and archaeologist Angelo Pittoni encountered something extraordinary in Sierra Leone. Blue stones said to have come from the sky. These stones were given by a local Fula chief, who claimed they were a gift from extraterrestrial visitors. What baffled Pittoni was their unusual properties. Despite extensive laboratory testing, scientists could not match the stones to any known mineral, nor could heat, acid, or even grinding destroy their unique blue color. When analyzed under a microscope, the blue color appeared invisible at a fine particle level, adding to their mystery. Pittoni compared the stones to the turquoise often seen in ancient Egyptian priestly jewelry, calling the Stone of Heaven. The origins of these stones remain unknown, sparking debates about possible meteorite origins, extraterrestrial contact, or forgotten knowledge from ancient civilizations. Whether real or symbolic, the blue stones remind us that Africa's deserts and remote lands still hold secrets that defy scientific explanation, blurring the line between history, myth, and science fiction. In 1957, a young boy named Carl Ludwig von Bezings discovered some unusual clay artifacts on his father's farm in Lydenburg, South Africa. These artifacts, known as the Lydenburg heads, are among the earliest examples of Iron Age art in southern Africa. Through careful reconstruction, 7 heads were restored, 6 depicting human faces and 1 showing animal-like features. Dating back to approximately 490 AD, these artifacts were likely used in ceremonial events or religious rituals. The smaller heads had holes along their sides, suggesting they could be mounted on poles or attached to costumes during performances. The craftsmanship reflects a deep understanding of art, culture, and symbolism in early Iron Age societies. For archaeologists, the Lydenburg heads provide insight into the complex societies that existed in Africa long before European contact. Their discovery highlights the continent's rich cultural heritage, challenging outdated assumptions about the sophistication of early African civilizations. Today, The Leidenberg heads are displayed at the South African Museum in Cape Town, continuing to inspire scholars, artists, and history enthusiasts alike. The Sahara Desert is the largest hot desert in the world, covering 9.2 million square kilometers, nearly the size of China. But this vast, arid land wasn't always a desert. Around 11,000 years ago, the Sahara was a lush green paradise, filled with lakes, rivers, and thriving wildlife, including elephants, hippos, and antelopes. The desert's transformation over time is due to changes in Earth's orbit and axial tilt, which affect how solar radiation hits the planet, influencing rainfall patterns. About 5,000 years ago, the region began to dry up, creating the desert we know today. Scientists study the Sahara's past to understand climate patterns, human migration, and the rise and fall of civilizations. Archaeological discoveries, such as ancient tools, rock art, and fossils, reveal that early humans once lived, hunted, and thrived in this now barren landscape. Interestingly, climate models predict that in roughly 15,000 years, the Sahara could return to a green, fertile state, reminding us of the Earth's remarkable ability to regenerate and transform over millennia. In 1924, quarry workers in Tong, South Africa, discovered a small fossilized skull of a child. This skull, later named the Tong child, belonged to a species called Australopithecus africanus, which lived about 2.8 million years ago. The discovery revolutionized anthropology, providing the first evidence that early humans originated in Africa rather than Europe. Raymond Dart, the anatomist who examined the skull, noted its intermediate features between apes and humans, including small teeth, a modest brain size, and a human-like dental arch. The Tong child became crucial evidence for the out-of-Africa theory, which argues that modern humans evolved in Africa before migrating to other continents. Subsequent fossil discoveries in South Africa, including adult specimens of Australopithecus africanus, reinforced Dart's claims. Today, the Tong child remains one of the most important fossils in human history, demonstrating Africa's central role in the story of human evolution and helping us understand the origins and development of our species. Off the southeast coast of Africa lies the island of Mauritius, a tropical paradise famous for its beaches, coral reefs, and lush landscapes. Among its most fascinating natural phenomena is an underwater waterfall illusion near the island's coast. From the shore, it appears as though a massive waterfall plunges into the ocean, but the illusion is created by underwater sand and silt moving along the seabed, combined with the clarity of the water. This breathtaking effect draws tourists, photographers, and drone enthusiasts who want to capture the spectacle from above. The underwater waterfall is not only beautiful, but also a reminder of the optical illusions and unique geological formations that exist in nature. It demonstrates the interplay between science and perception, showing how natural phenomena can surprise and amaze even in well-explored areas. Mauritius's underwater waterfall has become a symbol of Africa's hidden wonders, attracting attention from around the world. Africa continues to surprise scientists with new discoveries that challenge our understanding of human history. Fossils, artifacts, and geological formations reveal a continent that is central to understanding life on Earth. From Homo naledi and the Tong child to ancient deserts, underwater phenomena, and unexplained stones, Africa's history is complex, layered, and full of surprises. Modern technology, including satellite imaging, deep-sea exploration, and carbon dating, has allowed researchers to uncover mysteries that were once thought impossible to study. Each discovery reshapes textbooks, sparks debates, and deepens our appreciation for the ingenuity of nature and humanity. Scientists continue to explore remote regions of Africa, driven by curiosity and the desire to understand our past. With each new find, Africa proves itself as not only a land of vast landscapes and wildlife, but also as a birthplace of human civilization, a continent of endless secrets, and a place where science and wonder intersect. Along Egypt's Red Sea coast, near the town of Dahab, lies the Blue Hole, one of the world's most dangerous and mysterious diving spots. This underwater sinkhole plunges over 100 meters deep and is surrounded by steep cliffs. Its stunning, crystal-clear waters attract divers, adventurers, and thrill-seekers from all over the world. But the Blue Hole has also earned a deadly reputation. Over the years, it has claimed the lives of hundreds of divers due to the extreme conditions and hidden underwater tunnels. The danger lies in its depth and unique geology. At depths exceeding 300 feet, divers can experience nitrogen narcosis, a condition that impairs judgment, causes confusion, and can lead to fatal mistakes. Tragic stories, such as the death of Yuri Lipsky, a Russian-Israeli diving instructor in 2000, highlight the risks of attempting to explore this natural wonder without proper training. Despite the dangers, the Blue Hole continues to attract divers, drawn by its allure, vibrant coral reefs, and schools of tropical fish. It stands as a reminder of nature's beauty intertwined with its perils, showcasing Africa's ability to amaze and terrify simultaneously. In Namibia's Namib Desert, a white clay pan known as Dead Vlei hosts a surreal, haunting landscape. Ancient dead trees, blackened by the sun, stand as silent monuments to a time when this area was once a thriving oasis. Roughly 900 years ago, Dead Vlei supported lush vegetation and water sources, sustaining wildlife and human activity. As the desert expanded, water became scarce, and the trees died, leaving their skeletal remains perfectly preserved in the dry climate. This otherworldly setting has become a favorite spot for photographers, filmmakers, and travelers seeking beauty in desolation. The stark contrast between the white clay, blackened trees, and orange sand dunes creates an almost alien atmosphere, giving visitors a sense of isolation and timelessness. Dead Vlei reminds us of the fragility of life, the impact of climate, and the ways nature can preserve its history for millennia. Africa's deserts, far from being lifeless, offer stories etched in sand, clay, and stone, waiting to be discovered in Zimbabwe,